my channel CA Made with Logic. Let's start today's discussion with a small introduction of mine. I have my three own channels. Okay, first is this one, CA Made with Logic Unique Notes, and second is MCQ CA Logic MCQ, and the third one is All-in-One CA Free Test Series. You can join my Telegram channel. Link is in description box. Now let me introduce myself. I cleared my both CA Intermediate CA Inter groups in Jan 21 exam. Starts today's discussion. As we know that there is a myth has been created whether it is important to write para number or not. Okay. So I will even show you my exam paper where I have written my para numbers, whether they have allotted the marks for that or not. Okay, I will genuinely say that it's very important to remember para number, or it's an optional. Okay, let's start today's discussion. Important group 1 accounting standard para number. Okay, first accounting standard AS1, disclosure of accounting policy. You need to remember para number 10. Notes of this is available in description box. You can get it from there. Okay, para number 10 contain the provision of fundamental accounting assumption, going concern, consistency, accrual, and AS2 valuation of inventory. Para number 5. Okay, para number 5 is related to inventory to be valued at a lower of cost or NRV, and para number 24, it deals with the provision related to valuation of material and other supply. If selling price of finished goods is greater than or equal to cost price of finished goods, then it should be valued at raw material at cost. If selling price of finished goods is less than cost price of finished goods, then value of raw material lower of cost or realizable price. As we know the provision, and I have just written the para number, which provision contains what para number. Okay, so that you will be able to remember those para number. These 3 pages, if you remember the 3 pages of this para number, you will be able to write so. And these para numbers are frequently tested in exams, and they are frequently framed for question answers purpose. And next, the para number is AS11, effect of change in foreign exchange. Para number 13 you need to remember in this. It is related to recognition of exchange difference to be transferred to PNL. Okay, then para number 46A, exchange difference in respect of long-term foreign currency monetary item. There are two treatments related to that. If it is related to depreciable asset and other case. Okay, if it is related to depreciable asset, then you need to add or deduct from cost of asset. If it comes under other category, then you need to accumulate in FCMI TD account for it and amortize over period. Okay, then AS12, let's see, there are total 3 para numbers in AS12, which is very important is para number 14, grants related to specific fixed asset. There are 2 methods treating the grants, government grants. First method is deduct from gross value of asset, and second method is if it is depreciable asset, then you need to treat it as deferred income. Then you need to charge in the form of a depreciation yearly over a period of time. You need to charge in PNL account. Then if it is non-depreciable asset, comes under method 2. Then you need to capital reserve need to be formed for the amount which the government grant has been given. Okay, and para number 16 we will see grants in nature of promoters contribution. This need to be credited to capital reserve account and treated as part of shareholders fund. It will come under shareholders fund in balance sheet, and it will be credited to capital reserve account. Okay, then para number 21 of AS12, which is related to refund of government grant. Refund of government grant, there are 2 specific 2 categories comes under this. First is related to specific fixed asset, and second is related to revenue. Okay, in specific fixed asset there are 2 methods. First, you need to increase the book value of asset, then provide depreciation on the revised value prospectively. Second method is reduce from deferred income or capital reserve as appropriate, then balance will be charged from PNL. Then if it is related to revenue, first utilize the unamortized deferred credit excess to be transferred to PNL account. Okay, this provision is related to para number 21 of AS12. Okay, then we will see AS13 para number. Okay, here totally 4 para comes under this AS13. Para number 31, which is related to value of current investment. You need to value current investment lower of cost or fair value. Then para number 32 deals with valuation of long-term investment. It is generally valuation of long-term investment is generally valued at cost only. If there is permanent decline, then provision for diminution to be made. Okay, Then reclassification, which is very important question. It was asked in Jan 21 exam also. Okay, para number 23 I will show you Jan 21 paper of mine. Okay, para number 23, which deals with long term investment is converted into short term investment, then lower of cost or carrying amount you need to take. Or para number 24, which is related to if current investment is transferred to long term investment, then lower of cost or fair value. Please remember it, this, don't get confused and don't take in a opposite sense. Okay, then we will discuss AS 16 borrowing cost, which has total two paras, para number 6 and para number 10. Para number 6 deals with borrowing cost directly attributable to acquisition, construction or production of qualifying asset to be capitalized. Other borrowing cost should be recognized as expense in P&L account. Okay, it should be not taken to over a period of time. Para number 10 deals with, in case of specific borrowing, cost eligible for capitalization is actual borrowing minus income on temporary investment, which is related to para number 10. Okay, then I will going to show my paper of mine. Okay, in Jan 21 exam I have written AS 11 and thus what it represent I have written it. Okay, and then for the 1A I have written AS number 12 and government grants I have written it. Okay, then for 1B AS number 13 investment, and then I have mentioned it para number 23 it deals with, and 24 it deals with. Okay, then I have written AS2 investment valuation. So wherever it is applicable, you just please write the para numbers. It's very important if you remember, so because they are ticking over there. Okay, so that might be if you write the para number they may give you half mark for that. So please do remember all these para numbers, which are very much frequently used and very much important. Okay, then you can join my Telegram channel, all-in-one CA free test series. You can get all the test papers of chapter wise, it's available, and consolidated of 4 to 5 chapters it's available with answer key. You can search in files. Okay, then CA Made with Logic for unique notes, and CA Logic MCQ for you will get all the updated MCQ so that you can practice on yourself. Okay, thank you. If you like the video, please do like and please do share with your friends peoples. Okay, so do like and subscribe. आपको अच्छा लगा तो like कीजिए और share कीजिए आपको दोस्तों के साथ. ये PDF का लिंक आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में मिल जाएगा और आप टेलीग्राम का चैनल का लिंक भी डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में मिल जाएगा. Okay, so don't worry and be happy, stay healthy. Bye bye.